this square is affecting this, so you open the bracket. This is a power. You open the bracket, so you get L equals G into bracket T squared, right? T squared over 2 squared will give us 4. Pi squared will give us pi squared. This is what we get. Then we can expand the bracket and multiply this. So finally, we get L equals G times this word, GT bank, GT squared over 4 pi r squared. Is that correct? 4 pi squared. So this is not there. It's 4 pi squared rather. 4 pi squared. So let me cancel this and rewrite. So I should have gotten L equals GT squared over 4 pi squared. Good. You still keep asking, what is your target? T. By the equation in fraction. These two terms, so you cross multiply. So you get 4 pi squared L equal to GT squared. What is disturbing it? G. So it multiplies, so you divide. So you divide here by G, divide here by what? G. Right? So G cancels G. Remaining T squared equal to 4 pi squared L over G. So to go further, what next? This is a square, disturbing it, finally. So we introduce a what? A root. So a root here and a root there. This root, this square root, this square cancel the root at the t, making the t stand alone. When it comes to this guy, square root of 2 is what? You know, 4 is a square number. Square root of 2 is what? 2. Write it. 2 square. This square on this one will cancel that. Remaining what? Pi. So it's out. Do you understand? This is a square number. This is also a square number. So all the square numbers come out. 2 to 4. Pi times pi is pi squared. So that's why pi is out. Then L is not a square number or square term, so it remains there. It remains inside. Over G squared. So now I can extend this one, this square root, to affect the G. So L over G must be inside the root. So let's see if the answer is there. 2 pi into 2 pi square root of L over G. 2 pi square root of L over G. 2 pi square root of L over G. For this option A is the correct answer. Good. The area S meter squared of a circular path around a circular garden is given by S equals what you see, pi to bracket r squared minus r squared. So that is it. That is the area of a circular path around a circular garden. That is it. It's a formula. We look at it later when you look at mensuration. If pi equals 3.14, r equals 6, and small r equals 2, calculate the value of what? S. You fill it in calculator. This bonus. Anytime there's evaluation objective, fill it in calculator. Even people to fill it and work towards it. So you are filling it. It's S, right? You are filling this equation, right? So you said find the value of it. So when you see pi, you put it there. What is pi? Pi is, he gave pi as 3.14. Pi is 3.14. The next thing is bracket. So bracket, what is capital R? Is 6. So 6 squared. You put 6 squared. Right? Minus, put your minus sign. Small r is what? 2. 2 squared. So that's also 2 squared. Put 2 squared there. 2 squared. Close your bracket. Have you done the right thing? Yes. If you have done the right, so 3.14. If you have done the right thing, it means your answer is right. This fraction, and there's no answer in fraction in this manner. So you press SD on your calculator. It brings you a good answer. 100.48. I think this can be a radio station channel frequency. So option B is the correct answer. Perfect. Fill it and get your answer. Don't work. Paper 2, fill it, get the answer down, work towards it to prove your answer. You are free. Good. The next question, make R the subject of the relation. Make R the subject of the relation. You will make it. But let's follow the 4 steps to be free. The men to focus on the R from the beginning. You are likely to get it wrong. Follow the steps. Is there any canopy covering one side of the equation? Yes. I can see brackets at one side. So we are going to open that bracket. Hello? We are going to open that bracket. Because we can even find the R inside the bracket. So if you don't open, you cannot have access to our wife and obey the pastor. So let's obey the pastor by opening the bracket, opening the bill. So it becomes V equals the whole of this 1/6 pi h is multiplied it. Can you see it's 1/3? I said multiplication division 1/3. So you get what? 1/6. So 1 times the number there is 3. So you get 3. 1 times 3 is 3. We get what? Pi h r squared. Pi h r squared over 6. Take note. There's a fraction here. The same term is multiplied the second one. So 1 time, there's no number there. So you write h squared. So pi h times h squared will give you this plus, right? Plus pi h cubed. Do you believe that? There's h1 here and 2h here, power 2. So it gives you power 3. Take note. Power. When you are multiplying powers, equal basis, add their powers. Okay. Over 6. 1 times this is the same as 1. That's why I didn't bring it. Good. So you have over 6 here. Let's continue. Has the R appeared twice? No, it just once. So you have to carry this one to the other side of the equation. Do you believe that? Okay. Before we do that, what should we do? After opening the bracket, which is the canopy, the veil covering our wife, right? Now there's a fraction. What is the LCM? 6. So multiply by each of the terms. So multiply here by 6. I get what? 6b equal to, I'll multiply this side also by 6. This one is a whole term also by 6. So when I multiply by 6, the 6 will cancel the 6, remaining 3 pi h r squared. Plus, similar thing happens here. If I multiply by 6, this is a whole term, multiply by 6, it will cancel out. So I get what? Pi h cubed. Our target is R. Take note. So we are going to group like 10 together. So 6b, this must come to join. It must come here to join this one, so that R will be alone for us to work on it. So it can minus. So minus pi h cubed equal to 3 pi h r. We get it. This is how we get it. Now let's keep moving. What is disturbing the R is multiplication, right? 3 pi h is disturbing. So we divide here by what? 3 pi h. The same happens here. 3 pi h. Here too, 3 pi h. So do so for everywhere. This takes care of that. So R stands alone. Equal to, right? The h1 will cancel h here, remaining the h2, 2 of them. Pi cancels pi. So we end up getting what here? H power 2 over 3 equal to, no cancellation here. So we get 6b over 3 pi h. This is what we got. This like 1/3. This is 1/3. So we can factorize it outside. So when you factorize outside, what do you get? We end up getting something like this. Good. So at this stage, you realize that you factorize 1/3 out because there's a 1/3 here. This is a fraction over 3. So it's common. You factorize out. So when you factorize, this is what you get. When you bring it out, the 3 will vanish here. It will vanish here. This is what is left.